Welcome or tervetuloa to this brief information session of the Master's Program in Chemistry of Sustainable Processes and Materials at the University of Oulu. My name is Nuria Torres. I am a master's student at the Education and Globalization Program at the University of Oulu, and today I will be your host for this discussion. Here with me, I have Hamna and Matti, and if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and your role in this master's program.
Hello, my name is Hamna Ahmed. I'm from Pakistan, and I'm here second year master's degree student in Masters in Chemistry of Sustainable Processes and Materials.
Okay, and my name is Matti Niemelä, and I work as a university lecturer in the chemistry degree program. I'm also the program leader in the Chemistry of Sustainable Processes and Materials, and because of this, my current duties contain quite a lot of work related to our curriculum at the moment.
So great to have you here, nice to meet you. Now I'm gonna go ahead and ask Hamna, how did you learn about this master's program and how did you come across it? Could you tell us something about that?
I just saw an ad about this master's program in the social media app, and I looked it up on the website and liked the courses, like the variety of different courses being offered in this program, and I considered it right away.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for your response. I wanted to ask you related to that, how was your application process and what would you advise interested students to keep in mind during the application?
Okay, for the application process, the main eligibility criteria were strong background in chemistry in previous education, and then IELTS test score for all the international students, and interview and motivation letter.
Great. That is good advice for the interested applicants to keep in mind. And yes, connected to this, Matti, I wanted to ask you, what does the faculty look for a candidate in this master's program and which would be considered a strong applicant?
So to be selected in our master program, applicant must have a first cycle degree in chemistry. So it means that you have to have, let's say, bachelor degree in chemistry or some other subject closely related to chemistry. It could be environmental engineering, process engineering, or something like that. And previous degree must also contain enough chemistry studies. So like Hamna said, if you have a strong background in chemistry, you have an advantage in our application process.
That's great to know. I also wanted to ask about the structure of the master's program itself. So if you could tell us a bit more about the courses, internship, master thesis, and how that all is connected to the goals of the program.
Yes, our 2 years master's program contain, of course, advanced studies in chemistry. Those include lecture courses and quite a lot of laboratory work actually, and of course master thesis. But a student can also select some optional studies in our master's program, for example engineering, environmental engineering, and of course some language studies. And those optional studies are usually decided on the basis of the student's previous studies or future plans, of course, when we select those studies.
I see. That's really interesting that the students have freedom to shape their study path, right?
Yes.
And Hamna, how did you value this as a part of the master's and how was your experience shaping your studies?
I think that in this master's program, students are very fortunate that they can change their major area of study or research area any time of the degree. Like, for example, if they want to change the subject area in which they are doing their thesis, they can change it any time of the degree. So I think this is very advantageous towards students.
I'm sure. I also would like to know what would you say are the main keys of your background that help you be a successful applicant and student at this master's program?
I think to me, a disciplined mind and a strong mind takes a person to places, but I also give my credit of success to Professor Ulla, who is the head of department. So I think she's very supportive and kind to all the students, and all the faculty and staff are so good and cooperative. So it helps for students to bring out the best in them.
Great. That's amazing that there's such a good connection with students and faculty members in this master program. Great. Now, Matti, I would like to shape the conversation focus a little and ask you about what do you think in this master's helps students connect later to their work life, and what have been the experiences of students so far?
Yeah, so in our master's program, we work very close cooperation with the chemical industry and also with the research unit, and including the research unit in our university. And most of our master students complete their theses in the global companies or research units, and this actually gives or smooths the way to the real working life, which is a good opportunity for the students.
Yeah, definitely, that's a good opportunity. Hamna, how have you experienced this, the connection between your studies and work life so far, and do you have any plans in mind after graduating, connecting to this?
After graduating, I came with the goal that I want to pursue my PhD in chemistry. So I'm very hopeful that that my studies will pave my way towards my goal successfully.
I'm sure. Now, one last topic I want to introduce is Oulu. So could you tell us a bit about your experience being a student in this master program, but specifically in the University of Oulu and in Oulu as a city?
Okay, so Oulu is like the second major city of Finland, and it's a very beautiful cultural center for the northern Finland area. And there are very pretty beaches and bike routes as well. And university has lots of clubs to join for the students. So I have loved this city so far, and also the Suez company, which is a housing company dealing with the international students, is very nice. So I recommend 100% Oulu University to all the new students.
Yeah, as an international student, I agree with this too. I think Oulu is a great destination and a beautiful city. Would you like to add something on this, Matti?
Yeah, I think that I agree what Hamna and Junaria also already said. Oulu can really provide a nice and great master's program for the students, and of course excellent facilities for the practical lab work and poor nature, snowy winters, warm summers. So those are definitely advantages here in Oulu.
Yes, I think we have many big advantages here at the University of Oulu and in Oulu. And with this, I think our chat about the chemistry master's program is finished. I wanted to remind future applicants that the application process starts in January and also ends in January, so keep this in mind. And thank you, Hamna and Matti, for being here today. It was
Thank you.
great to hear your experiences. Thank you.